Howdy, before we get into today's video, I'd just like to share that 94% of my subscribers are not subscribed, so if you are feeling generous, be sure to drop a sub. Thanks, and let's get right into the video. Howdy, I'm Daxio, and this is Plugged In News, and we only have 2 stories. Sorry guys, it's been a pretty slow news week this week. Not too many pertaining or particularly good stories. I mean, today there's people are talking about Joe Biden coughing. Pierce comes back, John Pierce. Yeah, nothing super big, but we do have nobody is being tested for anything, says Texas sheriff at Migrant Bridge Camp, as well as at an economic inflection point, Biden leans into expansive populist agenda. Let's get right into that. And for the first story today, this is coming from Breitbart by Bob Price, and it is nobody is being tested for anything, says Texas sheriff at Migrant Bridge Camp. And it goes on to read, Val Verde County Sheriff Joe France Martinez says Biden administration is not testing any of the nearly 10,000 migrants being held in a makeshift border camp for COVID or anything else. He said that they are alone at the border dealing with a national issue. The Border Patrol is unable to even move the migrants into processing centers due to massive numbers of border crossings. Currently, Border Patrol is holding nearly 10,000 people in a makeshift camp with inadequate staffing or supplies to take care of the migrants. My son is in the Border Patrol, Martinez says. I tell him to keep his head up and do his job. He added that he worries about them doing a job that no one else would be willing to do. While most of the nearly 10,000 detained migrants are from Haiti, Sheriff Martinez said he spoke with a Venezuelan woman last night who said she would rather drown here than die in her own country. There's one thing I'd like to point out. Many people would say that. Many people would rather die in America or drown in America than die in their own country, if you get that metaphor. Because America is the most free country in the world. Period. Anyways, it goes on to read, as of Wednesday morning, the Biden administration held more than 4,000 migrants under the Del Rio International Bridge, underneath the bridge, which is their migrant camp. By the following morning, that number soared to more than 8,000 and surpassed 9,000 by the time this article was published. So again, Biden has all this talk, and all these governors and all these people in politics have this talk about, oh, we need everyone vaccinated, we need to stop corona, we need to lock down, etc., etc. The border's wide open. We're just letting people come in here unvaccinated or not. I don't care whether your feelings get hurt over me calling them super spreaders, but that's what they are. Period. It's super spreaders. They're not being tested. There's tens of thousands of people coming in a day, and our government doesn't care. They don't care. But Joe Biden has this to say: at an economic inflection point, Biden leans into expansive populist agenda. And this is coming from the Washington Post by Tyler Pager. And this is just some propaganda bullcrap. I just wanted to read this and point this out to you. I'll tell you why after I read a little bit. 6 months after signing a massive economic stimulus package into law, President Biden on Thursday embarked on a fresh push for trillions of dollars in additional spending, attempting to pivot from an emergency posture to an advancing a long-term liberal vision of the government. Speaking from the East Room of the White House, Biden heralded the return of jobs and other recent economic gains, which he attributed to a combination of federal relief efforts and the arrival of the effective coronavirus vaccines. But he stressed the need for even deeper, lasting policy changes to ease the hardships that many Americans have faced long before coronavirus took hold. This pandemic has been god-awful for so many reasons, Biden said, but it does present us with opportunity. We can build an economy that gives working people a fair shot this time. We can restore some sanity and fairness to our tax code. We can make the investments that we know are long overdue in this nation. Joe Biden, you've been in the government for over 40 years. And what good have you done? Nothing. And most of your buddies in politics and in the government have been there for 5 plus, 10 plus, 20 plus years, 30 plus years. And guess what? Guess what? They haven't done anything, because why? You're still trying to fix their problems. People don't wake up. The left needs to wake up. I'm just going to vote for Biden because I dislike Trump and I hear bad things about Trump on the news. Well, when you don't do your research, you vote for Biden and then this happens. And then this happens. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what I can do to improve. And thanks for staying plugged in. Peace out, crew.